Hello everybody, Dragon here with another episode of the Game Prowl, and today we're taking a look at Flamebreak, a top-down action RPG roguelike that happens to have a narration style that really makes me just kind of want to curl up by a fire and just listen to stories for the rest of eternity. But more on that later, you'll get to experience the wonderfulness in a bit. For now, let's get into what makes this game different from literally every other top-down action RPG roguelike, shall we? So let's just click new run here. The whole thing is that this game is, as it's been put in many a time, it's like Binding of Isaac with MOBA gameplay. Which, I'm a big fan of Binding of Isaac, and I would be a big fan of MOBA gameplay if they weren't hardcore multiplayer games, which I freaking hate and automatically kills them for me. So basically, in this game, you get a choice between 3 characters. These characters are all completely randomly generated. You got species, a weapon, and then 2 abilities that are completely and entirely randomly generated. Just to give you an idea of just how silly these can get, the very first character I ever played in this game was a Minotaur with a crossbow, a teleport, and a whole bunch of crowd control. So in essence, a Minotaur rogue. I mean, if that doesn't tell you just how silly these characters can get, I don't know what will. But yeah, so basically you got your species and your species ability, which you can see on the left there. You got your weapon and your weapon ability, which you can see on the top right there. And then the bottom 2 abilities are your randomly selected, completely randomly selected abilities. They can be anything you can think of under the sun, provided it's been unlocked, but we'll talk about unlocking things later. For now, I think we're gonna boot into the game with this Minotaur. I haven't actually had the pleasure of trying a spear yet. I kinda wanna give it a shot. Also, skeleton mines and flame waves. This is basically a brand new character for me. I haven't seen any of these abilities before, so let's do it.
The warring lords have warped the lands and forced its beasts to fight. The ravaged souls that stalk the sands, the creatures of the night. But Pirion the Wise resides within the Phoenix, free. And where his heart and spirit hides, your journey's end will be.
I'm telling you, man, that narration style is really good. They got a fantastic voice actor for that. You can disable this, I believe, but there is, of course, a, you know, a simple tutorial. But hey, this gives me a fantastic way to explain the game in a nice and controlled environment, unlike literally every other game I've ever played on this channel for the Game Prowl. I'm sorry, did I just embed that spear in you? Enjoy. Enjoy them all. So yeah, as you can see, you got your left click, which is essentially just your, you know, your standard attack. You got your secondary ability, which in this case is a whole bunch of angry skeleton mines, which I am totally okay with. Got Flame Wave, you can see all of your abilities and the cooldowns here at the bottom. No mana in this game, it's all cooldown based, which I secretly love quite a bit. And of course there's our species ability. So, you know, you get a nice little playground here to test out your abilities. Again, I believe you can disable this if you don't want it, but why wouldn't you want this? It's pleasant. It's very pleasant. A nice and easy way to learn the game before you actually get into it. This game actually has a lot of nice things like that. For example, if you die in this game, despite the fact that it's a roguelike, you can actually restart the run. Which, I'm sure that's slightly controversial to some people, but personally, I think it's great. It really kind of opens up the game for new players, makes things less stressful, because you don't have to worry about completely killing a godlike run in case you did something dumb or silly. Also, of course, lets you play a little bit more haphazardly, of course. So here's the world map. It's pretty, it's very FTL-y in its nature. You're at this point. You can go to other points. You can go back to other points that you've already been, but obviously they've already been conquered, so you won't encounter anything. But yeah. So for now, you have hazards. Hazards actually reward you in this game, though, unlike FTL, which is nice. You can get overworld items, which you can see up here. We got a spyglass, which reveals the target area of the world. We've got a warp stone, which lets us teleport. And yes, these two synergize very well. Dust of Appearance, which does stuff. I haven't actually tried it a whole lot yet. I apologize. I'm literally the worst reviewer ever. And we got a Healing Potion, which heals us up to full. Hopefully we shouldn't need to use too many of those. But we'll get into some of these other things later. You can see your character stats up here. Hit points, movement speed, all of your fun stuff. Attack damage, attack speed. But for now, let's go over here to the double swords. So these are encounters. Once more, nice thing with the game, you can actually scope out what you're up against before the fight actually engages. So let's just line it up and aim my spear. Never mind, the spear didn't quite go far enough. Why don't you have a little bit of fire? There you go. So wow, I already got hit. Well, shoot. Look, I'm just gonna blame the commentator's curse, alright? That's all I'm gonna do. That's all this is. But yeah, it's a very, very fast-paced game once you really get into it. I'll just go. Go, my mines! Those mines really didn't do what they were destined to do. They did their damnedest, I'll give them that, but they really weren't that good, unfortunately. So yeah, there you go. There's a standard encounter for you. Let's hit up this hazard over here, though. Hazards can be any number of things. In this case, it's a bloody meteor shower. Oh, good! What could possibly go wrong? Answer literally everything. Generally, perfecting matches in this game isn't too difficult, I found. At least not with the first world. After the first world, everything just kind of goes belly up. And goes awful and horrible and painful. I'm not entirely sure what flawlessing does, if I'm being perfectly honest. I haven't noticed any sort of increased reward upon subsequent flawlesses, but, yeah. If you notice a little darkness encroaching on the map, that is important. We'll talk about that more later. We got a soul collector over here now. Invulnerable spirits protect their master. So these spirits can't be damaged, which is most unfortunate. Go, my mines! Love it. You're the best minions ever. Oh, I completely whiffed that. Go, my minions. Never mind, they're all dead. Well, I mean, they tried. Let's get in here. Oi! Hide up your shit, Mr. Dwarf. Wait for the charge. Wait for the charge. Finish him. Never mind, I lied. Just stab him in the butt. Screw it. So yeah, a very fast-paced game. Pulling off all those abilities, especially when you get some good synergizing ones, feels so good. I had another character who had a shotgun, another teleport that had like an AoE blast whenever he teleported, and he had a stun that was an AoE. So things were quite fun with that character. Probably my favorite character yet with that one, because I would just teleport in the middle of them, AoE blast, and then start shotgunning them all to hell and high water. But as I was saying last time, there's this weird, like, darkness spreading over. It's called the Shadow, and it's basically the Rebel Fleet. The encounters are more difficult, and the, what's it called? You also don't get rewarded for them, so there's that. One thing I will note is that it's also really freaking hard to get out of the Shadow when you end up in it. Like, extremely difficult. You have to get some really nice overworld pathways to get out if you ever get caught up in it. So don't get caught up in it. Ever. You can also get out with the, what's it called? The telescope and warpstone combo. But that is it still is rather difficult. Fire crossbows, I'm going in! And I don't need you shooting me mid-dash. That's just rude. Keep my abilities backed up here, which is unfortunate. You can fully customize your keys in this one, by the way. So, this is not actually the standard set, I don't believe. I forget what the original controls are, but I know I definitely customized them. Okay, so Shadow's here. I think we might see if we can pull a little bit of a dance around and hit the boss. Let's do it. Get some more gold, so we can buy more things at the shop. Woo boy, I am not in a fun position. That was dumb. I just kind of stood there and took that bomb to the face. Almost like that one. Gotta pay more attention. The game does show you where the projectile is going to land. I'm just a dingleberry. Go, my skeleton mine, go! The dwarf is all you! Oh. He tried so hard. Alright, boy, you're next. You can't hide in the corner forever. I'll let the skeletons finish him. Because that's just the kind of guy I am. Okay, this may have been ill-advised. Oh well. We'll do one encounter with the Shadow, just for you guys. Let's see. Cheese is in every shop, I've noticed. Fully restores your health. Nice and cheesy, I guess. And we got a couple of items here to help us out. Attack speed. I wonder, do we want attack speed? It couldn't hurt. Attack speed plus cooldown reduction could work with the spear quite a bit. Because currently it's got a 2-second cooldown between when I can throw it, and that's when the spear really does work. And most of my skills aren't too highly damaging, so yeah, let's just go with the wizard mantle. And I'll probably grab some cheese. I do wish it showed you like your current hit points versus your actual or your maximum hit points, but alas it does not. So I'll just grab the cheese just in case. Oh boy, yep. Boy, here's our shadow encounter. Caught by the shadow. So shadow encounters are a little bit more difficult. Not too much so, but the thing that really sucks is you don't get rewarded for them. Go, my skeletons, go! Ah, damn it. Wait for the charge, wait for the charge. Throw the fire! That's not fire, that's a skeleton. It's okay, they'll do it. They'll put in the work. Get out of here. I can see the skeletons being pretty fun. Thankfully, the boss does not get shadowed. Thank goodness that does not happen. That would suck. And what we got here? Boss battle. Stalakai! What do we got here? Oh, good. He summons minions. That's always pleasant. Oh, that was not the ability I meant to use. I pressed both shift and control. Needless to say, that did not end too well for me there. It took a nice little bit of damage. I have a really hard time perfecting boss fights in this game, in case you haven't noticed. Just having a hard time with this boss fight in general, really. Also because I'm just kind of literally walking into his fireballs there, because apparently that's a smart thing that I do sometimes. Let's just kill a couple of those skeletons there. Where'd our boss go? Has our boss gone on ahead and ran away? What a coward. I summoned my own skeletons. There you are, you scum. Just stay close. Oh dear, yeah, wow, I'm getting fucking ravaged right now. Careful. I guess it's a good thing I got that cheese, huh? Get out of here. As I said, I've never actually used a melee weapon in this game before, so this is very new to me. The pain. Okay, so remember when I was talking about unlocking items, or unlocking skills? You can unlock skills, races, and weapons, and those are mostly done through the spirit level here. You clear a world, you get some spirit, and you level up your spirit level. Obviously, the higher your spirit level, the more stuff you unlock. There's also some things I have to unlock through achievements.
Rivers flow, the waters weave and wind, the shifting shadows creep and grow, above, below, behind, before the final fallen trees beyond the forest fates. Upon the hollow, haunted breeze, the northern passage waits.
Yeah, it's so good! You can, I'm sure you can, if you can find the what's it called, the game intro, definitely do it. It's very well done. Just all the narration in this game. What do we got here? This one gives me health, which I'm a pretty big fan of. Holoron necklace. Holoron's favor. So God favor is a thing. We'll talk more about that later, because there's a better way to manipulate it than equipment. Let's grab the sword and save the rest of our gold for hopefully a jeweler that'll be coming up soon. Let's go. Oh boy, that's a lot of shotguns. Go, my fire, go! Oh, God damn it, it stopped at one. Oh boy. Enjoy the mines, and have a little bit of flame. Let's actually take care of that necromancer before it becomes more of an issue. I mean, he's already a pretty decent sized issue here. There we go. I didn't even realize that was a necromancer, truth be told. Hello there, good sir. Have some flame. You can't break this flame. Enjoy. There you go. Screw your shotgun. It'll take more than some 00 buckshot to stop me. I'm a minotaur. Ah, excellent. We have a jeweler. Let's go. So jewelers, they have these sets, as you can see on the top left. So we got the shadow form wrappings. If you get all three of these, then you get the set completion effect, which in this case duplicates our skill invocations at 25% proficiency, or potency. And of course the set combined sets are there at the bottom as well. So these are basically full sets that you want to try and collect the entire thing if you can. What's this Frostwalker? Freezing winds slow nearby enemies at 25%. Ooh. I'm a big fan of this. This sounds like fun. Alternatively, we could go for Pyrion's Amulet, or we could just get both, if I'm crazy. I have managed to finish 2 sets before. It tends to be a little bit powerful. I just realized how silly this would be. An ice AoE and a fire AoE. I like silly. Let's do it. Actually, let's not. I'm just gonna go with ice for now. Because it's ice. I love it. Let's, well, speaking of a missing set here, let's go to the... Let me actually try the Dust of Appearance. I've never tried this before. Let's give it a shot. How do I... Boom. Treasure lair. Ooh. A secret lair hidden in the mountains. Let's do it. We might end up burning a lot of our items here, but I'm okay with that. Ah, okay, so here's our Frostwalker chest. And it's a little bit too expensive. God dang it. 10 gold, man. Come on, I'm good for it. You scumlord. I just realized I've never actually tried to end a shopkeeper before. That would have ended terribly. What do we have here? Destroy a weave. Okay, so this is a active ability. Why not? Let's grab it. So now we have an ability bound to 4. Creates a shield that destroys all of our fears and projectiles. And both. Let's go do this mini-boss. We got a big Minotaur with way more armor and a bigger weapon than me. But he's just a Minotaur, so let's do it. Also have an arcane trap. Coming in from up top. Ah! You fool! Well, this mini-boss shouldn't be too big of an issue. Enjoy! Oh, God, I keep pressing the wrong button when I try and do the Minotaur charge. It is a silly thing. Keep that. Ow, he just got me. You jerk! I resent this. Oh, we got a lot of money for that, at least. And there's a wise man. Wise man let us level up our skills. I think we might go ahead and try that. But first, let's see what's in this treasure layer, I think. Alright, what we got? We got a lot of crazy people with, like, shurikens and stuff. That makes me uneasy. Go forth, my skeleton mines! I gotta say, I'm really not too big of a fan of these skeleton mines, truth be told. Ooh, I backed myself into a corner. Unpleasant, to say the least. You freaking elf? What are you trying to do, man? Yes. Pay no attention to the skeletons creeping up your butt. Creeping up your butt. I mean, I guess. I don't know. Loads of money for that one, though. I think we're gonna pass on the wise man for now, actually. I don't even know if the warp stone will let us get out of this, because it only moves you up to 3 spaces, so let's go down here. Let's try and get out of the shadow. Oh, we got the, we got a minigame. I'm freaking awful at this one, so, bear with me here. I occasionally get these goblin minigames. We have to try and secure the gold from the goblins. There's, 2 of them as far as I can tell. Oh, man. Oh, is that perfect? Hell yeah! Flawless victory. So yeah, you got those ones where you have to hook the goblins, and then there's another one where there's 5 gold sacks on the ground, and you have to protect them from goblins trying to steal it. Some silly little mini games here and there. Though, I gotta be honest, despite the fact that minigames are generally considered to be a good thing, I gotta disagree with this game. I actually... I mean, aside from the hook-grabbing one, like the standard goblin one, the reward tends to be a lot worse. Simply because it's really hard to get a perfect round on those, especially later in the game. What is wrong with you? I guess the weight of the spear was just too much on his shoulder. He couldn't handle it. Oh, no mini-boss. Blast it all. Let's go through the hazard here. Hailstorm coming in from the right. And it's a soul collector. Oh, I'm not a big fan of this. Elves with spears, protecting their freaking guardian with a shotgun. This is dirty. I don't like this. Getting a little sketchy. Ooh, we got a telescope though. Nice. I'll take it. Ah, good. A town. We can go buy some cheese. Give me that. I'm really happy that cheese is only 10 gold. A necklace necklace. Battle bracers. Ooh. I like it. And we'll save the rest of that money for more of our Frostmancer nonsense. Who's our boss number 2? Conan! Conan! Not Conan. Don't even think about it. Have some minds, you charging buffoon. Charging mad! I will say this, sometimes the bosses seem to be... their difficulty is all over the place. Because if you recall, I barely got away from that frickin' the first world boss, the Necromancer. Part of that was me just walking into the bullets like I'm doing right now. But Jesus Christ. They show the directions if you look at the mines. They show the directions that the things are gonna get thrown in. I'm just awful at this game. Woohoo! Get out of here. There we go. Yeah, no, the boss difficulty seems to be around the place. Like, you can have a really hard World 1 boss, and then World 2 and 3 are just like, eh.
Northern spirits fall and fade, and in the black of night, a single power splits the shade in silver streams of light. It turns upon a flaming tide of embers, burning gold, to watch you brave the pass with pride and walk the steps of old. And so the phoenix looks below, on wings of crimson red. An arid wind begins to blow. The desert waits ahead.
Alright, desert time. But yeah, like, what I was trying to say was, oh, finally! But yeah, so the, what's it called? The, fuck. I was gonna say words. Yeah, the bosses. I'm not entirely sure how they, like, how they're selected, how they're randomly generated, if they, like, level up with you and can be found at any time. I have no idea how the bosses work. But they definitely seem to be a little all over the place. A bit like Starward Rogue. You can get a really hard boss and then a really easy boss. It's weird. Either way, so, as we were talking about favor, there's 5 demigods in this game. You got Furair, Halloran, Necros, Proctus, and Sepicles. And each one of them has a benefit if you gain their favor. As you can see, it basically describes the active blessing there. So you get, once you reach 10, 20, and 30 favor, you gain their blessing. So there are these temples here, where you can either clear the temple without destroying a statue that lies within it. It'll be a bit harder, but you can do it. So like, for example, Necros, the god of the undead. If you keep his statue alive, then his followers will revive at least once. So it's like a... Remember that necromancer that we faced earlier who was reviving the dwarves, the shotguns? It's basically like a statue that does that. If you complete the challenge without destroying the statue, then you gain a bunch of favor with that one god. Or you can just destroy the statue, which removes the challenge, so it just becomes a normal encounter, and all the other gods will like you more, but Necros will hate you. So, well, we try and gain some favor with Necros here, I think. Sepicles wouldn't be bad either, but... Oh god, this is actually a nasty encounter. Things are gonna get sketchy here in a minute. I really don't have any sort of, escapes. Which, really hurts with this character. I'm kinda getting boxed in here. Just hack and slash! Hack and slash! Ooh, don't forget the fact that they revive. Like, that revival is going to be real bad here in a minute. Yep. Do not let the skeleton mines detonate on me. Not again. Okay, let's calm down, see if we can get some throws charged up. Yeah, here. Can't revive a skeleton? Whoa, hang on. Where'd you come from? You just duplicated yourself. Unless that was just the revival taking time. That probably was it, actually, because I don't think I ever killed that other guy's skeleton. So there we go. Necros likes us more. Which is always pleasant. So we got a blacksmith now. Let's do it. I don't think blacksmiths ever carry cheese. But there's our Frostwalker chest. Very nice. I think we can jump a few extra points here. Let's go for Shapirian's helmet. Why not? It couldn't hurt. You can't see your items down here, so you can review them however you please. Ooh, we got a wise man, finally. I can actually really use this right now. So let's hit this, and we'll have some more gold to level up. You can only level up one ability at a time with the wise man, unfortunately. Oh no. Oh no. Things are looking a little sketchy here. Oh, I've never actually had a character who without an escape before. This is particularly nasty. So far, all of my characters have had at least some form of teleport. Something I can do to get out of a sketchy situation. That does not appear to be the case right now, though. Get away! I'm too young to die. Ah, there's a town. Okay. I'll tell you what, let's grab the cheese first. The shadow hasn't actually appeared yet. A steel axe. How does this improve our damage? Do we just, like, slap an axe on the tip of our spear? Sure, why not? Should we get some more cooldown reduction? That couldn't hurt. Also increase our skill power. Let's do it. That does remove all of the money we could have spent on the wise man, but oh well. Oh, hey, speaking of the defense. Hey you. Go away. So these green goblins will just try and run away as soon as you touch them. Because they're cowardly! You can try and use this to your advantage, though. Oh, get away from me. Left control. Stun him! Wait, back here. Oh, did they already get away with the bag? Oh, I think they just snuck away with the bag while I wasn't looking. God damn it. As I said, these ones get very difficult. Especially later. And as you saw, 4 out of 5 defended gave me the average reward. The average reward. So it's like, ugh. I don't know. That treasure defense one is... I think I'd honestly just prefer a standard event. Anyways, there's a boss. Let's go take him on. Mini boss. Oh no, he's got the friggin' shuriken madness. I hate that. Oh, but he's about to get run over by a rock. Nice. Oh god, I'm about to get run over by a rock. Keep him stunned. Come on, we can pulse this guy. He is wimpy. Oh, fuck. And I got crushed by a rock as well. Not the best AI here, I gotta say. Sometimes I think he's just aiming for these rocks. Oh, rip gold. And there's another town. Alright, let's hit it up. Grab the cheese. Always grab the cheese. Apparition Stone. Instantly teleports to a target location. Ooh, terrible. Gnomish Dustblade. Ooh, we can actually let's get the Necros necklace actually, I think. Cause that will increase our favor with Necros to beyond tier 1. Let's do it. Alright, so now we get Necros' blessing, which gives us a skeleton with 2 health. Yay! A cute little baby skeleton. There's our favor. The skeleton should help at least a little bit. I can only hope at least. I really need to level up my abilities though. We're really out of it for right now. Ooh, these boomerangs, man. I don't like them. Go! You can't just keep me at bay forever. I mean, you probably could have. I could have just summoned skeleton mines where I was safe, but that's boring. Let's be real here. Let's go. Oh, we got here a lot of skeleton mines incoming, including my own. I can't really say skeleton mines is a good ability at this point, but I would be lying if I said I wasn't at least enjoying it a little bit. It's also a really nice counter to skeleton mines, I gotta say. Get out of here. Yes, go my skeleton warrior! Well, I mean, he tried to kill the mine. Ah, we lost our jeweler. Let's see. We could go to Proctus. I think we will, actually. If for nothing else than the sake of demonstration. Then I could just warp stone to the boss. A bit of a waste, arguably, but... You know. I want to try and destroy his temple here. That will... hopefully provide an adequate demonstration of how the... a full demonstration of how the god system works in this game. Oh, no. I'm being crowd controlled! Get out of here. Your filthy statue. So there you go. Proctus hates me, but the other gods are all pretty alright with me. Hey, he pissed off that Proctus jerk. Can't be that bad. So that'll make Necros like us a bit more. Which is always pleasant. More skeletons! Alright, let's just go ahead and warp stone. Again, probably a bit of a waste there. It might have been wiser to just take the one, freaking, what's it called? The one shadow battle, but oh well. I'm way too conservative with my overworld items, truth be told. No, not my skeleton! I will, that's lewd. I'd rather not tenderize your meat. It's just dirty. Go, skeleton mines, go! Oh, that's a lot of fairies. Everything is awful. Things are looking a little... Oh, that was a bad charge. I was hoping to hit that Minotaur. Instead, I ended up charging face first into a realm of pain and suffering. Oh god, why'd they make a freaking necromancer boss? I hate these things. He's just fully recovering. God damn it. I can only hope there's like a limit to the amount of things he can spawn, maybe? Go, my mines, go! I keep whiffing that. Oh, mama! Nope. Fuck him. Fuck the minions. Go for the kill! Well, thank you, Skeleton. Thank you for that. Too fucking close. Wow, that boss was actually really hard. Fucking hell.
A helpless hand as evil leaves its eyes. It slumps, subdued, beneath the sand, and falling, fading, dies. A milky mist of winter white bestirs and drifts and flows, and through the strange and silent night a bitter flurry blows. For where the shadows linger pale and where the breezes sigh, beyond the darkest desert trail, the gloomy hollows lie.
Alright, so let's just go ahead and chug a lug. Use that healing potion. And let's use some of these, I think. Okay, so there's the town up ahead. But for now, let's rack up some gold, hopefully drop some nice money there, and then just keep going. Let's do the hazard. Hopefully get one of our items back. Standard skirmish, but there's lasers coming. Which is just really just the worst right now. Definitely one of the harder random events we could have gotten with our hazard. For sure. Oh, that's why with all the ranged attacks they're throwing at me, it basically limits me to a vertical movement. Which hurts. It hurts a lot. Ooh, treasure defense. Hey, Skeleton can help with this one, I think. Unfortunately, the goblins are a lot stronger than they were before. Go, my mines, go! For some strange reason, the 4 isn't actually working on my arrow fall. No! Ah! He got away just barely. 4 out of 5, average reward. Again. What do we got here? Soul Collector! Who is going to be a royal pain already, I can tell. Ugh. Welcome to Bullet Hell! Population me. The old buffoon who keeps walking into bullets, cause why? Okay, so let's do this. Hopefully next up we'll be able to go to that sepulchral statue that we saw crop up there. Oh my goodness! I'm being swarmed by elves and maidens with frickin' shurikens. It is not pleasant at all. I almost Minotaur charged that. That would have been unfortunate. You tell me there's no target whenever I try a Minotaur charge. I guess because I'm just not hovering over them. Did my skeleton just set off the elf trap? Nice. Thank you, Skelebro. Okay, what do we got here? Glowing orb, more skill power. And a Silkfang Spinneret. Let's go with the glowing orb. Probably also grab these 2 items. Get a few more overworld things going here. See if we can take care of these freaking orcs. Because that's what they do. They eat. And they eat. And they eat. But they can't eat when they're dead, so, I mean, that's just great. Helps out quite a bit. Yeah, I really gotta work on aiming that Minotaur charge better. I've only had a Minotaur once before, so forgive me for my ineptitude. Forgive me dearly. Alright, let's go piss off sepulchres. We've still got a while to go to get a lot of favor with Necros, but that's all good. Alright, let's go. So sepulchres just makes everyone faster. He's fairly simple. Most of the gods are that way, actually. The really Necros and what's it called? Oh god, what happened? I think I just got a boulder thrown at me point blank. Ow. Also, what I end up doing 90% of the time with these statues, though, is just cleaning up the biggest threats, and then I destroy the statue. Because most of the time, again, with the exception of really Necros, and whoever the healing god is, I forgot, it's like Ferrer, I think. He, most of the time, it's like the challenges against the statues aren't that bad. So it's literally just a favor game. And there's a jeweler. Unfortunately, the jeweler does not hold what we need to finish the Frost set. You can see there the Frostwalker's helmet. That's an armorer, not a jeweler. Still, I suppose it couldn't hurt to go check them out. They might have an increased set for Pyrian. What do you got? Yeah, there we go. Pyrians. I do like how sets, you know, items for sets they already own do shine. Makes them stick out a lot nicer. Gib. Okay, now we can piss off Halaron. That's it. Furair. Who was Furair? Furair was the Fury God, right? The god of violence and bloodletting. Let's go piss off Halaron. I worship death and death alone! So as you can see, Halaron actually heals all of his minions while his statue is active, which is really nasty. Thankfully, his statue is now gone. I don't know, part of me just keeps thinking that the Minotaur charge doesn't need a target, even though it does. Every time I've whipped it, it blatantly tells me that I need a target. I'm just basically just bad. Alright, so there we go. The other gods like us a bit more. Almost got tier 2 with Necros. That'll be nice. Restless Dead! Oh, Necros has betrayed me. Thanks. Thankfully, I never thought I'd say this, but thankfully we have some orcs. And they tend to make the Restless Dead not nearly as bad. Oh wait, this isn't actually what... This doesn't do what I think it does. No, it doesn't. Oh, never mind then. I thought Restless Dead meant that they'd just come back from the grave, Necro style. In which case, the orcs actually help against that. I once did have a Necro shrine with orcs in it, and they would just eat their fallen comrades before they revived. It really made life easy. I mean, by the end I had like a super orc that I was going up against, but I mean, who cares really? Stop eating. It's disgusting. There's a time and a place for chewing on corpses. This is not it. Get those skeletons back under control. Yes. Arise, my skeleton! Fight the other skeletons! What's that orc doing? Oh. Oh, I see. I think it's the spear. It's actually like stunning him, kind of. And now he's dead. Even better. Alright, we got a warp stone. Nice. That'll be helpful. Let's go to town. Get some delicious cheese. We got just enough gold for another item. But I think we might hold on to it, because I would like to finish off one of our sets in the next area, so... Yeah, Furair's favor I don't really care about. Well, that's a lot of health and movement speed, but no. I'm gonna hold off for now. Let's hit it. Apparently this was a secret. Well, blah. Oh, I guess it just tells me that whenever it hovers over. Okay. Let's go. To the boss! Empire! Oh good, another orc. What? Oh shit, he's one of these. He's one of these weird bosses where he doesn't actually have his health bar. He is but a spirit. He is a vessel. The real boss is this red bastard. You're not getting away that easy, punk. Suffer my wrath. Ooh, careful. These are actually some pretty neat bosses. I do like them. A bit more creative than normal. Ah, I should be using Minotaur charge more on those guys. Hello. Got him. One down. Oh, I just missed him. Alright, next one is probably... There he is, on the left. Get with the spear. Done. Done, and stun the boss too. Perfect. Oh, that's bad. Don't get in close quarters with a mad orc wizard. Never a good idea. Ugh. I have all the dodging skills of a rock right about now, which is definitely not helping my case. Oh, someone else just out of the range of that laser. Hey, head up your shit. Get out. More spirit level. Excellent. This is a very sketchy run, I'm not gonna lie.
Bygone realms, the relic wrecks of ruins gone and grown to ash and elms. The dusty dregs of crumbled caves conceal the ancient dead. They wait in sleepless, silent graves beneath the path you tread. And so the road begins to bend. The journey's almost through, but embers burn before the end. The phoenix waits for you.
Let's do it. Final world, and we can piss off Proctus right off the bat. Nice. Let's go get some cheese first. Delicious cheese. I'll probably also grab a healing pot. Again, save the rest of this. Save it. Now let's go piss off Proctus. Hey! Your statue sucks, it's ugly. That's a lot of fairies, actually. Most unpleasant. Unleash the skeleton mines! These guys are actually getting... Oh god. That's bad. That was a real bad place to be. Also... Get out of here. I'd very much so like to just finish off these fairies. Just get them all out of here. Unfortunately, I forgot that there's a necromancer in the room. So killing those fairies basically did nothing for my case. Alright, well there we go. Proctus is done and dead. I don't think you can revisit a town. I've never actually tried before. Oh, you can. Oh, they don't have any more cheese! You suck! I really need to find a wise man. Our abilities are still at base level. That is not doing us any favors, most certainly. Get out. Freaking goblins. Man, our skeleton is just freaking kiting this giant goblin. That is excellent. Get off my freaking loot bag. Next, did I ever tell you that your skeletons are great? Get off. Oi! You too. Alright, that was a perfect round. Nice. And Furere. If we piss them off, then we get more favor with Necros. And I always want more favor with Necros. He's a fantastic individual. Oh my god. So Furere has a whole bunch of lightning strikes. He really likes lightning. I'm not actually sure what Furere's bonus is, but... Oh my god. Just get a good fire blast in there. Deal some damage. Kill that necromancer. Necro scum. Oh, I keep targeting the wrong skeleton with the Minotaur charge. I'm an awful Minotaur. I mean, I figure that kind of goes without saying, but damn. We're skeleton mines. Oh my god, I'm just getting ravaged. Well, that's why I bought the extra health potion. Oh, watch that. Skeletons incoming. Stop reviving people, you scum. You're not even reviving people, you're just creating skeletons. Alright, favor. We get 2 skeletons. Excellent. Our health is doing alright. Let's use a spyglass here. Yeah, there's no stat there. There's no towns anywhere nearby. Let's hold on to it for now. Oh boy. Probably after this fight is when we're gonna use it. Methinks. Stop that. You disrespectful little whelp. No sense for life. Just revives skeletons and says, well, done. It's basically every necromancer, really, though. Boom. Thankfully, our skeleton army is coming quite in handy right now, actually. Like, really in handy, actually. I'm a big fan of skeletons now. I take back everything I just said about those necromancers. I see why they like skeletons so much now. I'm just a necromancer minotaur at this point. So there you go, proof again. You can really just become whatever your character wants to be, really. Including a necromantic minotaur. I will say, it is kind of tricky to see where the actual boundary of the stage is sometimes. Oftentimes, you just kind of go for it and hope to God that it works. My skeletons are dead. No. Worthless berries! I need my bone army back. Just poke him to death. There we go. Wait for it. Finisher! Oh. I forgot there was a skeleton still alive. I can't tell the difference between my skeletons and their skeletons. Alright, let's go clear this. Oh god, that's not a good start. Damaging the altar of my deity. Bad start. Oh, it's gonna hurt. Ouch. We're definitely gonna want to heal soon here, though. We are running out of time. Running out of health. Oh, I've been hooked. Wow, that grappling hook really just did a number on my skeleton mines, didn't they? Oh boy. Finish it off. Got him. Get out of here. Once and for all. Where'd that fairy go? Down here. Fairy's probably our biggest threat at this point. Whew. We're playing with some serious fire here. Chug it. Let's go. Time for the Phoenix. Final boss. Go forth, my brave skeletons. Well, skeleton mines did sweet fuck all. Hey, give him a good whap. Whap him with your face. Ooh, not good. We are not dealing... Again, I haven't seen enough wise men. I probably should have scouted around for one a bit more. We just don't have the damage at this point. This is unfortunate. Get out of here. Whoop. Go, skeleton mines, go! We should probably just avoid getting close at this point. Oh god! He says as we immediately get close. The Phoenix's bloodlust is showing. And I've decided to throw fire at a Phoenix because I understand how RPGs work. Oh, that barely got him. Ah, keep charging into that one. Why couldn't you have given me a frickin' dwarf with the spear game? Why'd you have to be cruel about it? We are about even in terms of HP, though. If I can just not die. Just let the skeletons do the work. We are a necromancer. Fool yourself not. A necromancer who is a minotaur with a spear. Go, skeletons, go! Skeleton mines are awful. My god. I don't know if they've actually done anything this entire fight. Everything is awful. Oh, we're doing really well. Gotcha. It actually stops his charge. Interesting. Watch out. Oh no. I'm being crowd controlled. Not good. Go. Come on, skeletons. Go, skeletons. You are my hope. Oh boy. No! Fuck. Ah. So yeah, as I said, there is a retry button, so if I wanted to try that again, I could, but I'm gonna be honest, that was a really hard playthrough. No escapes, skeleton mines are at least at base level. Everything was at base level. I really should have focused on that, whatchamadinger. That wise man. I skipped 2 wise mans. That was not a wise decision. Which is why I'm not a wise man myself. But let me tell you, if you buy this game for $10, which is what it's on sale for right now on Steam, you might be a wise man. Because this game's fucking great! That was seriously a fun run. Even as terrible as it was. Just the whole game itself, clearing the rooms, especially when you clear them flawlessly, just feels so good. And again, when you get those good synergies with the abilities, then you can probably have some serious fun with this game. And I can confirm you can have some serious fun with this game when you get some good, what's it called? When you get some good synergies here. But anyways, that's what I'm gonna call this here. Almost at an hour long. Fantastic game. Highly recommend if you liked what you saw. And yeah. So be sure to like the video if you liked it, subscribe for more, and I'll see you all next time.